Best crops for grazing. Again, highly dependent upon many factors, mostly timing. Are we spring planting this? Are we summer planting this? Are we fall planting it going into the spring? For the most part, most of these cover crops are going to be pretty good for grazing. There's going to be some that are better than others, and a lot of that's just simply going to have to do with digestibility and the nutrient quality of it. And so there are some, particularly in the summertime, if you're planting sorghums, you can go with brown midrib sorghums that have less lignin and higher amounts of digestible nutrients. You certainly would use those for grazing. We know that within the brassica family, turnips and collards are going to be more palatable than, radish and rapeseed. So there's certain things like that where if you, go to Renee or whoever there at Pence and say, well, I want to plant this and I want to graze it, there's some certain choices there that we can help them make that are definitely going to make it better grazing. But there's, most of these things are going to be okay for grazing. And sometimes we'll actually put things in a grazing mix that aren't very palatable simply because we want something left there after the cattle leave, because we still need to feed our microbes. We still want to have our soil covered. And so sometimes when it's the farmer and it's the cowboy competing with each other, and oftentimes it's within the same person, the cowboy a lot of times wins and all of the biomass gets removed by the animals. We actually can see your soil health go backwards when doing that. So you want to make sure you leave enough biomass out there for the soil, for your microbes. And so keep that in mind as you're designing these grazing mixes as well.